This week, we may be saying bye-bye to Apple's butterfly switch keyboard. Waymo may be doing Waymo driving, and Nvidia goes super. This week, as we, together, as a people, check it out. Welcome back. It is another sensational Saturday as we here do what we do every Saturday. We talk about the most relevant tech news of the week and we tech it out. And our first story, a good friend of mine, well, not really a friend, but a large presence in my house, the Amazon Echo wants to hang on to your sexy voice forever. So Amazon confirmed recently that unless you go in there and delete your recorded voice, what are they called? Queries, I guess? Like, when you ask the Echo something, it pretty much keeps it forever. So yes, Amazon wants to keep your voice forever. They're going to turn the Echoes into robot versions of us. I want mine to be like the little sandstone one, like the Echo Show I got recently. I think it's a good color on me. Sandstone. Sandstone forever. It's going to be so hot. But yeah, if you care about your privacy or something like that, then maybe you want to go delete the recordings. I don't care. It can record me. It can record all the dumb stuff I ask. You can hear me turn off my lights 50 times a day. And like 3 or 4 times it gets it wrong and I start yelling at it. It just wants to record me. And wants to prove that we're in an abusive relationship. I get abused more. Because she don't listen. It's her fault. Speaking of sexy technology, the iOS 13 beta has the new FaceTime feature apparently available on the iPhone XS and XS Max, where it kind of uses some kind of software trickery to make it look like you're always looking at the person in the eyes. So like, let's say if you're FaceTiming somebody and you're looking at the screen, it uses the trickery to make it look like you're looking at them, like right in the eyes, like you're making eye contact the whole time. It's weird. It's creepy. But a lot of people like it. I don't know if they're weird. I don't know if I like that, or I don't know if I care. I don't know if I really care or not. Because half the time, when I'm on FaceTime, I'm not even looking at the screen at all. I'm doing other stuff. And then the person I'm talking to, they're doing whatever, rolling a blunt or something like that. So I don't care. I don't care if they're making eye contact or not. But it's just a way of Apple to include creepy technology in their phones. So I'm happy for you, Apple. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for Amazon. I'm happy that you both decided to be creepy this week. Speaking of phones, Samsung's Galaxy Fold is reportedly fixed and being tested. So the rumor is, this hasn't been confirmed because no one's actually got their hands on the phone yet, aside from the 2,000 or so rumor people that are testing it, that they kind of tucked the outside protective layer under the screen. So the issue with the Fold is, when the reviewers got their hands on it, they started peeling off what they thought was a screen protector, but it was actually an integral part of the screen that when removed, it broke the device. And then also there were cases of, at the bottom of the device, there's like a little gap where stuff would get into. So apparently they kind of tightened that gap up, tighten that gap, like back, tuck that screen protector in so people can't tear it off easily. They think it's going to be good to go. We got to see if it's going to be good to go or not. I don't know if it's going to be good to go. Samsung, you got to convince me. Is it good to go or not? Am I going to tear the screen off by accident? I mean, I'm not going to get the phone because it's $2,000. But, I'd be worried about that. But I still think it's a cool phone. If I had the chance to get it, I would definitely get it. I can't, so I'm not. But I definitely want to try it. I'm getting my hands on one way or the other. But I got to break somebody's face. In our next story, Waymo gets the way to go in San Francisco. So Waymo has been given the official clearance to do self-driving stuff. Now that's huge. I mean, right now it's just going to be testing, obviously, because they don't want to roll it out and have people dying and stuff right away. You got to wait until like 6 months after the release to have your first death. So they're going to get out there. They're going to have their employees and like friends of employees test it. They're also going to have a third-party company check in safety precautions to make sure that everything's followed and good to go. I'm personally excited about self-driving car technology because there's nothing worse about taking a Lyft or an Uber than having to talk to people, especially when they try to talk about nothing. Like, don't talk to me, just drive. I don't want to talk to you. I want my self-driving car. I want to get in there. I want to do the stuff that I usually do in the privacy of my own bathroom while the robot drives me around. That's what I want to do. And no nasty thoughts. I meant like normal bathroom stuff that you could technically do in public, but you wouldn't because it's inconsiderate, not that it's inappropriate. So don't even go there. So in our next story, it's rumored that Apple may be saying RIP to the butterfly keyboard on the MacBook Pro, the MacBook, and the MacBook Air. Since 2015, it's been a loved keyboard by everybody, and they've always talked about how great it is. So it'll be sad to see it go. Okay, everybody hates the keyboard. I have a MacBook Pro 2018. I'm kind of indifferent about it. Like, mine works, but it feels fragile. Like, I'm definitely concerned about it when I use it, especially when it gets hot. I'm like, hopefully nothing happens with these keys, because it does get real hot, especially when I'm doing video editing. So I'll be glad if they get rid of the keyboard as far as like when I upgrade. Hopefully this MacBook will last me 3 or 4 years possibly before I upgrade. But my next one, if it has the same keyboard, I'm probably not even going to upgrade. I might go Windows, because like, while I don't hate the keyboard, I don't trust it. And the fact that they have a repair program on their MacBooks that just came out, that just tells me that they don't trust the keyboard. So this rumor makes sense. They don't trust it. DTA. Don't trust anybody. Not even Apple's keyboards. Even Apple doesn't trust the keyboards. And our next story that's kind of weird, Firefox, the web browser that some people, I guess, still use, possibly, are coming out with a subscription service. So news sites who opt in with Firefox, they're going to offer ad-free content. Like, for instance, USA Today and Gizmodo are signing on. So you go to their sites and you can read the articles without having to worry about ads. So it's a way for them to monetize without having to serve ads. And this would be pretty cool if you didn't have to use Firefox in order to use the feature. Like, why couldn't this just be a Chrome plugin? Like, come on. As much as I respect journalistic integrity and freedom of expression and the artistry that goes into journalism, and I respect what they're doing, and I think it's cool for the industry, I'm not going to use Firefox, and I'm not going to pay them $5 a month to use that browser. It's slow. And I know they topped the whole privacy thing, but you know why it's so good on privacy? Because it takes you like 5 years to get on the internet. By the time you get on the internet, all the bad stuff you want to do has already closed down or been taken down. But I guess if you're in the Firefox fire system, that's what I'm calling it instead of an ecosystem, fire system, then I guess you can look into that service. Guess you can look into it if you want to. Maybe you should look into Google Chrome. In our final story, Nvidia this week went super and released the 2060, 2070, and 2080 RTX respectively on all of them. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. RTX 2060, RTX 2070, RTX 2080 Super. So they're obviously doing this to compete with AMD's upcoming cards, but they released these super versions of the cards, which are replacing the current versions price-wise. Well, let me clarify here. So with the 2070 and the 2080, they being discontinued, y'all. Woo! They gone. The Super is just gonna be it. It's replace them at the same price. The 2060 just came out in January. That one was a little fresh, so they ain't discontinuing that yet. They're dropping the price $50, so you can still get that 2060. You know, it's too close. It's too close. The other two, they're like, y'all had like a year. You know, you good. You good. We cutting the cord, baby. We cutting it. So they cutting the cord. They gone. But I mean, anybody that waited, they're gonna get better performance at the same price. So a lot of people have been enthusiastic about it. Obviously, you know, it's really a good look on Nvidia, even though they probably did it for their own selfish reasons to compete. But that's what happens. That's why competition is good. It forces prices down. And I actually have my friend here who just bought the 2060 a few months ago, and we're gonna do an exclusive Mike texted out one time exclusive world premiere interview. All right, so I understand that you just bought the 2060 about 2 months ago, for full price. So how do you feel knowing that the 2060 Super just released, even though the 2060 just released in January? Oh, okay, I understand that you're a little upset, but you have to think about the positives. You paved the way for people now to get a cheaper card for the same price that you paid. So how do you feel about it? Okay, I understand that you're a little upset, but you still got a really good card for the price. Like, you really have to take the time to appreciate it. Okay, I understand you look at it. Okay, you look at it. You mad. So that's going to bring this video and my life to a conclusion. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to tell a friend, tell a coworker, like, share, and subscribe, and always do at least 2 things at the same time. Peace.